Ferrari, the most legendary name in Formula One. A team draped in passion, legacy, and memes. Whether it's checking in on the infamous clown wall, watching Charles Leclerc get told the water in your cockpit is probably the water, or seeing another strategic disaster unfold in real time, Ferrari has become a never-ending source of comedy for F1 fans around the world. But one meme has now become alarmingly real. Next race, next year, next upgrade, that's when it'll all change. We've heard it all before, but now there's a real sense of urgency. And Ferrari fans aren't laughing anymore because all eyes are on Monaco and Barcelona, two races that could determine whether Ferrari's 2025 is salvageable or officially a write-off. So is this just more hopium? Or are we finally about to see the prancing horse rise from the ashes? Stick around, because what we uncover about Ferrari's upgrades, their Monaco setup gamble, and the Barcelona master plan might just shock you. And hey, if you're enjoying deep dives like this, hit that like button and subscribe. We bring you the stories beyond the headlines, the drama, the tech, the truth. Let's jump in. Last year, Charles Leclerc made history, becoming the first Monegasque driver to win the Monaco Grand Prix. He finally broke the infamous Monaco curse that had haunted him for years. It was a fairy tale win in front of his home crowd. But this year, the odds are stacked against him again. And it's Ferrari's fault. The SF-25, Ferrari's latest challenger, has two major weaknesses. Both are brutally exposed by Monaco's layout. First, qualifying pace. The SF-25 is a car that comes alive over long stints. It's a race day machine. But in Monaco, qualifying is king. If you're not on the front row, you may as well be parked on a yacht. Second, low speed grip. And guess what Monaco is made of? Low speed corners, hairpins, bumpy braking zones, all of it. The very DNA of this circuit highlights Ferrari's biggest flaws. In Imola, both Leclerc and Hamilton were knocked out in Q2. And yes, they recovered well in the race, finishing 4th and 6th. But in Monaco, there's no recovery. There's no overtaking. It's like trying to play chess with boxing gloves on. The only move is checkmate in qualifying, so what's Ferrari's plan? Well, they don't really seem to have one. Team principal Fred Vasseur said, and we quote, "We are trying to extract the best car on Saturdays, but we can't find the reasons. We need to put all of our efforts into this." In other words, they don't know what's wrong. They don't have a clear answer. That's not the confidence you want heading into the most technical race of the season. But there's a silver lining. In Monaco, race pace is almost irrelevant. So Ferrari can go all in on a qualifying setup. Stiff suspension, aggressive camber, burn the tires in 2 laps. Who cares? If you start on pole, you control the race. And there's no need to balance the setup for high-speed corners, because there aren't any. Even Leclerc seems cautiously optimistic. He said, "In Monaco, it's so unique. We can have a bit of a surprise once we put the car down tomorrow. I hope it will happen." Will it? Maybe. But this is classic Ferrari, the most emotionally turbulent team in the paddock. If Monaco goes poorly, they'll look broken. If it goes well, they'll talk about winning the championship again. But here's the real reason fans should pay attention. Barcelona. Barcelona is do or die. It's the circuit every team uses as a benchmark. If your car doesn't work in Spain, it doesn't work. Period. Ferrari's bringing their most important upgrade package of the year to the Spanish Grand Prix. One of the key pieces, a revised rear suspension. A change they've been developing for months. It's already passed dynamic dyno tests and is in wind tunnel validation. This isn't a bolt-on winglet. This is a structural change. If it works, it'll unlock performance from the rear wing, diffuser, underfloor, areas where Ferrari has been bleeding time, but there's more. From Barcelona onward, FIA technical regulations change, particularly front-wing load tests. The infamous flexi-wing tricks that some teams have been using may no longer be legal. If teams like McLaren or Aston Martin were exploiting flexible aero elements, the clampdown could reshuffle the pecking order. And Ferrari, they think they're going to benefit. Fred Vasseur said, "Barcelona will be an important test. We've worked a lot on the front wing. We believe it could bring an advantage. It's a high-stakes gamble. And if it doesn't work, there's no fallback plan." While Ferrari tries to fix its machinery, something more interesting is happening behind the wheel. Charles Leclerc, once known for his emotional radio meltdowns, raw aggression, and go-it-alone mentality, is changing. And it's all because of Lewis Hamilton. In a stunning admission ahead of Monaco, Leclerc revealed that he started copying elements of Hamilton's driving style. Yes, you heard that right. Ferrari's homegrown hero, learning from the new guy. He said, "He's extremely talented and has a very interesting driving style, which I sometimes use myself at certain points in the race if it's the right thing to do." It's not just about lines or throttle modulation. Leclerc is adopting Hamilton's discipline, his attention to detail, his methodical approach to feedback, the way he collaborates with engineers, challenges assumptions, and drills into telemetry. Hamilton, often the last to leave the garage, is influencing the way Ferrari operates. And for the first time, both drivers are aligned. They're pushing the car in the same direction. They're exchanging ideas. They're building mutual trust. This isn't just a driver change, it's a cultural shift inside Maranello. And if you're enjoying this analysis of the Ferrari dynamic, drop a like and hit subscribe. We break stories like this down every race week. No fluff, just pure F1 insight. Now let's bring it all together. Let's be brutally honest. Ferrari is not in championship contention right now. After 7 rounds, Leclerc is 85 points behind Oscar Piastri. Hamilton is 93 behind. That's a chasm. And even if the upgrades work, it would take a McLaren-level miracle to turn things around. And even then, remember last year? Ferrari brought upgrades to Barcelona that made the car worse. They had to remove them later in the season. So yes, and fans are right to be skeptical. This team has a long history of over-promising and under-delivering. But here's the part that gives us hope. Ferrari knows this is their last shot in this regulation cycle. The new 2026 rules are coming. This car, the SF-25, is their final chance to get something right before everything resets. They've acknowledged their mistakes. They're working smarter. Their drivers are united. And maybe, just maybe, they're starting to learn. So, is this finally the beginning of a Ferrari comeback? Will Monaco be the turning point? Can Barcelona unlock the pace they've been searching for since day one? Or is it just another chapter in the same tragic comedy? Is Leclerc's new mindset the key? Will Hamilton's influence reshape the team? Or are we all just drinking the same red-tinged hopium once again? Comments below. And once you're done, don't forget to click on the video that's popping up on your screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe my channel.